رتل القرآن ترتيلا. Learning how to recite the Quran properly, learning the meaning of what we recite, including the ahkam from the verses which we recite, trying to implement what we learn in our daily life. We'll listen to the participants and the guests. We'll take your phone calls. We're going to recite live. We'll listen to your recitation and we'll correct it according to the rules and regulations which we'll state in each episode. Now your dream will come true.
Islam is keeping up the pace. Islam is for every race.
We're back. You're watching Beauties of Islam, and we've been talking about some of the creations of Allah. We mentioned that we believe in Allah. He's one and unique. We talked about the creation of the angels. They're made out of light. And then we were talking about another creation called the jinn. Now, what is this about the jinn? Why do you have to believe in that? Well, they're part of something called al-ghaib. Al-ghaib means the things you don't see, the unseen. You agree, and I agree, we don't see Allah. Okay, so He's in the ghaib, the unseen. We agree, there are angels, and you don't see them. They're in the ghaib, unseen, made out of light. And now the jinn, and we don't see them. They're also in the ghaib. They're made from a fire which has no smoke to it. And if fire has absolutely nothing like smoke to it, or that it could be that you don't see that either. There's heat that you don't actually see, isn't that true? But we don't see the jinn. But we said that they have choices. And they were making choices even before Adam or human beings were ever created. And their choices were sometimes good, sometimes bad. From them comes the one we call Lucifer or Iblis. And who is that? Who is Lucifer? Who is Iblis? You might say he's the devil, the Satan or Shaitan, as he's called in the Arabic language. But actually, he started out as a worshiper of Allah. And he was worshiping and praying to Allah and extolling Allah to the extent that Allah raised him up to be even with the angels. Now remember, this guy Iblis is not an angel. But he was worshiping alongside of them because of his ibadah or worship. Being so lovely, and Allah raised him up, you see. But then what happened? And this is an important story. So we'll digress from a moment from our Beauties of Islam to go into this to get a concept here to understand a big mistake that some people make when they say that he's from the angels. Angels don't make mistakes. They do as they're commanded. So when Allah created the best of His creation, what did He create? He created Adam, the human being. He created Adam from what? He created him from mud or clay or dirt. Huh? And when He created him, He said, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. That He created Adam in the best of molds. The human being created in the best, and the best and the best and the best of molds. ثُمَّ رَدَّدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. And then reduced him to the lowest of low. And how? And this is the story of how the devil pulled his trick on Adam. But we don't come to that yet. I want to show you what happened after Allah created Adam. Allah ordered all the angels, bow down. And all the angels did because they have to do as they're commanded. And they bowed down. All of them bowed. Except Iblis. He didn't bow down. Now if you read this in context, you understand that he was not an angel. But if you just read the words, all the angels bowed down except Iblis, you'll say, well, see, that means he was an angel. But otherwise, in the Quran, we find in other places that Allah said he wasn't an angel, but he was from the jinn. And he's created from a smokeless fire. And that's exactly what He said. You created Adam from mud, but I'm created from something better, from a smokeless fire. So I refuse to bow down. Why? Because I'm better than him. I am better than Adam, and I refuse to bow down to him. By so doing, he disobeyed Allah. And whoever disobeys Allah, he's in trouble. But especially if he does it out of his arrogance and his pride. I refuse to obey because, I know better. And in this way, he put himself in the worst possible condition with Allah. Allah condemned him to hell forever. And he said, I don't even care. let me take him, meaning Adam, and his children along with me to hell. What? For what? Because of this thing called pride or arrogance. Kibr in the Arabic language. And what is kibr? And kibr is something comes from kabara. Kabara is the root of the word akbar. And only Allah is akbar. Allah is greater and greater and greater than anything. But a human being has no right in front of Allah or anything that's created. The jinn, the angels, nothing have the right to come in front of Allah like this and say, hey, who am I? You know, I'm this, I'm that. No. Allah gave you a commandment. You do it. Now, what happened next? Well, that's when Allah told Adam that he could have anything that he wanted in all of the paradise. Go ahead, enjoy. But there's one tree, don't eat from it. Of course. You know what's going to happen. And the devil came to him and to Eve and got them to eat from that tree. And they were cast down because of that. But Allah knew from the beginning they would eat from it. That's why Allah put it there. Because this life, and this is the whole reason for me telling you this story, so you can get this one beauty of Islam, to understand this one thing. This life is nothing more than a test. This is a test to see if you will refrain from the things you've been ordered not to do, such as don't eat the fruit, or if you will obey and do the things you've been ordered to do, such as bow down. The devil was ordered bow down, and he didn't do it. Even to this day, he refuses to do that. And that's why he's condemned to hell. Not because he didn't bow down, because he still refuses to do anything about it. Adam, on the other hand, did something he was ordered not to do. But he was different. How? Because he repented. He repented to Allah. And he said, Allah, forgive me. And another beautiful teaching in Islam, whoever sincerely repents to Allah, Allah will always accept it. I wish we could continue and go on more and more about this subject, but we're going to have to wrap it up for this episode. But I'll tell you what, go to the website and get more. The website called beautiesofislam.com. Until next time, peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Islam.